What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, alright, making their debut on the channel tonight, we have Smashing Pumpkins. Yes, indeed. How about that? Smashing Pumpkins making their debut on the channel. Alright, this comes as a request from Amasaic, and this is actually Amasaic's second prioritized request for the month of July by being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So, yeah, it's his second one. Membership has its rewards. There you go. Went right to the top of the line. Actually, this wasn't even in the queue. This was a fresh request that went straight up to the top of the line. So there you go. Anyway, Amasaic wanted to see me react to this song by Smashing Pumpkins called Here Is No Why. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. When I first saw that title, I was like, it's missing a T, isn't it? It should be called There Is No Why. Nope, I double checked. The song is actually entitled Here Is No Why. So, it is accurate. I thought that was kind of funny. Now, have I heard this song before? To the best of my knowledge, I have not heard this song before. This does not strike a bell with me. It does not resonate in any way, shape, or form with me. However, there is always a chance I may have heard this song before and I just don't know it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I start going, wait a second, I recognize this song, this sounds familiar, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This was posted by Smashing Pumpkins and the video has 339,315 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Here Is No Why. Remastered 2012. Cool. So, little remastering never hurt anybody. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Of a dead black boy, mascara shower and lipstick lost, glad album by restless thoughts, being forgot. Did I send machine? You forever stay.
Okay. It's a weird pattern. So you got a bar of four, a bar of four. There's one phrase. And then they do another bar of four to transition into the next phrase. So there's 3 bars of 4. So now another bar of 4, another bar of 4. So there's 5 bars of 4. But then on the next transition, instead of being 4, it's 2. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's the phrase. a 4-beat 1, 2, 3, 4 to transition to the next phrase, which is again 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. On this next transition, it's 1, 2. That's it. Interesting. I'm trying to think of the number they're going for here then. So 4, 4, it's 8, 12, 16, 20. So they're going for, it's 22. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. This is just weird. It's not, look, it's not bad. It's not bad. I'm actually, believe it or not, I'm actually enjoying the challenge.
That's true.
It's a little weird. It's a little strange, but it is working. It doesn't sound, it's not so out there and it's not so odd that it doesn't fit. It's not so strange that it's like, this doesn't make any sense at all. No, it's working. It is working. It's just odd, but it's working though. Let's keep going. They're taking a lot of liberties with their transitions. And prior to that, I heard them do one of their transitions was 3 instead of 4 or 2. Songs like this, I mean, for me personally, songs like this to play can be a little bit of a nightmare remembering where to put what transitions. You know, is this a 4-beat transition? Is this a 2-beat transition? Is this a 3-beat transition? You have to really know the song well. Like the back of your hand if you're going to play this live. Now, have they ever played this live? I don't know. I'm not a Smashing Pumpkins guy. I've never really listened to them. So I don't know if this is a song that they would ever do live. I could see it being played in a live setting. I could see the song being played live. I don't know if they ever did or not. It beats me, but if you're gonna play it live, you better know this like the back of your hand, because if you don't, one wrong mess up and it's gonna be, number one, it's gonna be obvious you messed up. Number two, you gotta get back on track. It's easy to get back on track by playing a wrong note. It's not so easy to get back on track when you play a wrong beat. You gotta kind of fudge ahead to get back with the rest of the band, or pull back to get back in line with them. It depends on if you rushed or if you added a beat or you left out a beat. It depends. So yeah, it's always a little bit tougher getting back with the band when you do that. Anyway, let's keep going here. Not bad. Not bad at all. I don't know if it's my cup of tea, but it wasn't bad at all. I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it. So I'll see you in the review. Well, there you go, folks. That was Smashing Pumpkins with Here Is No Why. Yeah. This was a request from Amasek, and this was his second request for the month of July. His second prioritized request for the month of July by being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So, yeah, there you go, Amasek. Hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, membership has its rewards indeed. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm kind of torn on this one. I had to think about it a little bit, but I came up with a score, and I think I'm pretty good with it. I might change my score. I might. I don't know. We'll see. But tentatively right now, I'm gonna give that a 7.5. Yep, 7.5. I feel good with that score so far. I might change my mind. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Right off the gun, I don't know if this is my cup of tea. I don't think it is. It's harder than it's okay. This is so sick. This is so tough to describe. It's harder than songs that are not usually my cup of tea. It definitely had an edge to it, and I can appreciate that. I didn't dislike the song. I didn't hate it. And to be perfectly honest with you, I couldn't even find any fault in the song. The song, well written, well constructed, really unusual use of time signature to form phrasings. In particular, their transitions. For the most part, the song was 4/4. For the most part. There were some interesting liberties, however, taken with the transition from phrase to phrase. They would sometimes use a 4-beat to set up. Sometimes they would use a 2-beat to set up. And other times they would use a 3-beat. The 3-beat was usually used coming out of the chorus. I think that was the pattern I saw. Really interesting use of unusual time changes and time signature to set up the next phrase. I can't think of too many songs where they've done that on a repeated, regular basis for a particular song. It was interesting. I will say this. It kept me on my toes. It definitely did. It never really gave me a chance to, lay back and get comfortable. I was always like, whoa, there's another one, kind of thing. So it was good. Like I said, songwriting we already covered. Okay, let's talk about instrumentation. Drums, pretty simple. I mean, everything they did instrumentally, guitar, bass, drums, pretty simple. But like I've always said, simple can be effective when it's done correctly. Everything they played was conducive to each other. Everybody was conducive. So the bass was conducive to the drums, guitar was conducive to the bass, drums are what set the mood and tone, but everybody was conducive to each other and very complimentary to each other. And I think that's one of the reasons why it sounded so good is nothing stuck out. Not once did any particular thing stick out. Everything blended well. Vocally, I've heard a couple of Smashing Pumpkins songs. I've never been the biggest fan of his vocals. His vocals comes off very nasally to me. Very thin, very nasally, almost I hate to say this, but almost a whiny tone to it. Now, it's unusual, it's unique. Does it fit this band? Yes, it does. I couldn't really imagine anybody else singing these songs, to be honest with you, but as far as his style and his tone, I'm not a big fan of. It's kind of going back to the old Anthony Kiedis argument. Am I a fan of Anthony Kiedis' tone? No, I don't like his nasal tone. I really don't. Now, he has gotten better. He's apparently, for the last 2 or 3 albums, he took vocal lessons, and it shows. It really shows, because his vocals have improved tremendously. But going back to his early stuff, I'm not a big fan of his nasal tone. Same thing here. I'm not a big fan of the nasal tone. It's almost a whiny tone. It's actually, I think, if I'm being perfectly honest here, I think it's worse than Anthony Kiedis's. Now, could I ever see anybody else other than Anthony Kiedis singing Red Hot Chili Pepper songs? No. His vocal style, even his nasal tone, fits that band like a glove. Same thing here. I couldn't really imagine anybody else other than this guy. I forgot this guy's name. But his vocals are very conducive to the style of music that Smashing Pumpkins makes. It fits. It absolutely fits. I don't necessarily like it. I'm not a fan of it, but there's no denying that it fits the band like a glove. So, there you go. Now, overall, the song, like I said, I didn't find anything wrong with it. I didn't find anything offensive about it. I was really entertained kind of by the keeping track of those transitional bars, the 4-beat bar to transition, and then it was a 2-beat bar to transition, and then at the end of the chorus, coming out of the chorus to finish out the phrase and round it out, they had that 3-beat bar coming out of the chorus. So that was fun. It could be a little distracting, I suppose, but I found it entertaining. So yeah, I mean, that's why it's getting to 7.5, and I am gonna stick with that 7.5. I'm gonna stick with it. So 7.5, final score. I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hopefully you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you did enjoy the show and you would like to see more videos like this, feel free to join the fan base by clicking on that button down there. Yeah, you know the button I'm talking about. Click on that button, join the fan base, and become one of us. Now, for whatever reason, if you don't feel like clicking on that button, that's okay. I still respect you. Also, if you did enjoy the video, please feel free to give the video a thumbs up. It'll do me a world of good, and it will do you absolutely no harm whatsoever. Finally, if you guys do join the fan base, you will find a bell down there that you can click on. By clicking on that bell, it'll keep you up to date on everything happening with this channel, including when new content gets dropped. So, if you want to stay in the know, click on the bell, and you'll stay in the know. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Until next time, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.